Alright guys, good morning. How's everybody doing today? It is Tuesday. My last losing day, if anybody remembers, was last Tuesday, and so today is Tuesday again, and we'll see if we can end the day green today and have some redemption because of that. So we'll see what we get today. Should be a fun day. We got AMRN ripping up here in pre-market. Top watch of the day is AMRN. Everybody can see this thing run up crazy. Must have some type of positive catalyst for this one to move like it is, but it looks interesting. We're definitely going to watch this one today. Solid range, cheap stock for the most part, and yeah, this thing's just ripping up in pre-market, so we'll see what we get. Should be fun. What's up, Ben? What's everybody else watching today? We can look at the other stuff here. We got Brew, which I'm pretty sure is like an acquisition or something of the sorts. I'm guessing this is an acquisition buyout, maybe, for BREW. Then we got SE, which is on my list, gapping up, running up some. We got KEM, which is running up some. We got ROK, gapping up some. We got RKDA, gapping up some. We've got GO, gapping. We have DXC, which is technically gapping up now. We've got BPMP, which I'll probably ignore. We've got CRSP, which I'll probably ignore. PSTG I'll probably ignore. We got VOD and DQ. I'll probably ignore both of those as well. We got the Plag. HMI, you've got AAOI, but yeah, aside from those top ones, I'm probably going to ignore most of these. They just don't look that good. For gap downs, though, we've got SLDB. We can try to look at some more penny stocks real quick, but most of these are mid and high cap stocks. But yeah, for gap downs, we got SLDB, we got DPLO, we got FLNT, mostly penny stocks that I'm not going to be able to trade, but if you want these, you can trade them. We got AAP for a big gap down there. And that's about it, guys. Like I said, let me know if you guys see anything specific. I'm not really seeing anything I love right now except for AMRN. I think that's probably the best looking stock today. We got OSTK. Again, gapping down. I might watch OSTK. But yeah, my main list right now is AMRN. Definitely my top stock on my watch list this morning. What's up, Dan? What's up, Dante? What's up, man? All right. All right, guys. So it is Tuesday. Like I said, my last losing day was on Tuesday. I lost $110. Or no, it was like $120 last Tuesday. And so we'll see if we can find some redemption today and not lose like we did last Tuesday. I mean, it was still a very green week. Yesterday I made like $300. I don't know if anybody caught the stream yesterday or the Discord yesterday. But yesterday I made like $300. I don't know how much I'm going to make after commissions, but it should be at least $150 after commissions. I'm not going to download that now. Yeah, so I'm at 824 in profit today. And so we're getting close, guys. We got $175 left until we can break $1,000 in profits. If I can make a $200 day, $250 day in gross profits, then I can, that can be $1,000 profit target that I broke. I can break $1,000 in profit today, potentially, basically. So we'll see what we get that. But yeah, solid day yesterday. Everybody always hates on TEFs because of the commissions, or everybody always hates on this new system because of the commissions. But what they don't realize is that my commissions are ridiculously cheap. I'm trading big range stocks and I'm trading them with like 100 shares, and so my commission per trade is like $1.50, just super cheap. And like yesterday I did take like 4,000 or 5,000 shares. Maybe got into a little bit tricky of a situation, but it ended up working out. But even that 5,000 share position is only like $60 for commissions. And so it's like if I net $300, I'm netting a large majority of my wins. I'm netting like $200 at least from those $300 from that $300 gross profit. I'm netting like $200 at least. And so that's what people don't realize. I'm still netting a large majority of my profits because commissions with the sizing I'm using on TEFs are pretty cheap. And yeah. There's everybody, man. Everybody kind of woke up in the chat. What's up, guys? I'm sorry to hear that, Joggle. Listen, man, the intro packages are very difficult to succeed with. I'll just tell you that. They're very difficult to succeed with. I think they're mostly meant for experience. I mean, it's possible to succeed with them, obviously, but I know I needed a little bit more room with them, and so I eventually upgraded to the student and then got a pro account. But I think for the price you're paying for those intro packages, it's very cheap. You know? Yeah, but most no PDT brokers are not. Any no PDT broker is going to charge commissions. Before SureTrader closed down, it was charging like $20 commissions. And so like relative to that, TradeNet's super cheap. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, there's pros and cons to everything, right? You use one of those free commission brokers, you're only going to be able to day trade 3 times per week. You're going to have to follow the T2 rule, which means you're going to have to wait 2 days after each transaction for those funds to settle back into your account. And yeah, you're not going to be able to day trade. You know, you're not going to be able to short most of the time unless you have a margin account with them. And so there's pros and cons, and one of the cons, obviously, with TradeNet and TEFs is that I have to pay commissions. One of the pros, though, is that I can day trade as much as I want, and you know, I like that pro. So it is what it is. All right. Let's take a few people mentioning some stuff in the chat here. Yeah, what I used to do on the intro accounts, and like I remember, like I'll put it this way, I never actually succeeded on the intro package, but what I did do is I extended that account for like 7 months, is how long I traded an intro package for like 7 months, or it was something ridiculous like that, and I gained so much experience that eventually helped me in the long run, just from trading it, because I would trade like 50 shares, and I would be profitable with like 50 shares, and naturally, you know, I would trade like 50 shares and I would be profitable for the most part, but like after commissions I wasn't, and that's fine though, because in the end I learned how to trade a live account, and I learned how to, you know, I learned how to scale up in size and stuff like that, and so I still think it was worth it. Y'all leaving? Okay, here, y'all can give me a hug. So casually keep diving into concrete. Here, hold on, I gotta give my kids a hug goodbye, guys, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Yeah, like I said, there's pros and cons to everything, man, and I'm not hating on any of them. There's some benefits to using each like discount broker, and there's some negatives to using each discount broker. They all have them. You know what I mean? They all are basic. In my opinion, it just depends on what kind of trader you are, right? The biggest negative about TEFs is that you can't trade penny stocks most of the time. And so like if you're, a lot of times I know new traders especially are like sole penny stock traders because that's what's advertised to them, right? And so if you're just a sole penny stock trader, TEFs is not the platform for you because you're just not going to be able to trade ever. If you're a mid and high cap, it's different, and so everybody has their own kind of niche in the market, and with that niche is going to be that's going to dictate what platform they should use. If that makes sense. because Thinkorswim has the T2 rule, has PDT rule. I use Thinkorswim for charts. I love their charting, but specifically for day trading. I mean, I used to use them, but there's I have to follow the PDT rule, which is not worth it. Alright, guys. Man, it is cold out here in Texas today, guys. It's like 35 degrees, and I know everybody up north is going to be like, oh, that's nothing. It's 0 degrees here. I get it. But it's cold here for us, man. It's cold here. Alright. Alright, but yeah, I'm also going to watch SE, and we'll start looking up some news in a second. They use TEFs, which isn't really that bad, you know. And like I said, one of the benefits, I made like, let me see how much I made yesterday. Let me check our Discord. That's really going to show me how much I made yesterday. So I think my account was at like 670, 680 yesterday before the market day. And I think yesterday I made $278 yesterday. And now my account is up to 830 basically. And so I made like $160, $170 out of a $270 win. But yeah, one of those was with 5,000 shares. And so the fact that I netted over 50% of what my gross was yesterday is, you know, that's great. I'll take it. Love you. Have a good day, guys. But yeah, and as you can see, I'm very close. I'm like $175 away from $1,000 in profit. We're gonna push for it. We'll see what we get. All right, guys. So I guess should we start looking news up a little bit early? I think Mitch said that he has something to do today, so I don't know if he's gonna be here. But should we start looking up some news? How's everybody doing today? What's everybody's main watch? I mean, base, man, it's just that time of the year, man. With earnings, when earnings season is out, man, there's just not that many low floaters, bro. It happens, man. Honestly, I'll say this, and you guys know me. I'm probably a broken record when I'm talking about penny stocks. But I just don't feel like I feel like they're just advertised to new traders. I feel like penny stocks are just what's advertised to new traders. I even saw somebody make a video about the same thing I talked about last week, and so somebody's watching the stream. I'm not going to say any names, but yeah, you know, I think penny stocks are just what's advertised to new traders because it's easier, because they can flash 1,000% gains, and you know, the new traders will eat that up. But in the end, you know, I think mid and high cap stocks are way more reliable. They're easier to test. They're easier to back test, and they you know, they're just more consistent, and which equals out to more profitable for new traders, especially because they can learn how to trade them. With penny stocks, you might see one run up and then, you know, you'll never see it again. And so it is what it is. But all right, did I find my watch list? Maybe I'm just hating, which is possible. This is my watch list, guys. I'll repost it. I'll post it in our Discord too. Alright, but yeah, we're close to that $1,000 in profit, guys, which is why I named today's stream Pushing Towards That $1,000 Profit, because we're getting close, man. We are getting close. Any song recommendations? We could throw some jazz on. I'll have half the stream yelling at me, half the stream applauding me. We're gonna do it. There you go. Alright. Alright. Alright, guys, we'll start looking up some news. We'll be a little bit early today. How about that? We'll be a little bit early today looking up some news. First things first, I'm looking up AMRN, man. Has anybody seen AMRN today? Look at AMRN, guys. Look at the stock right now. This is my main watch, obviously. It should be everybody else's main watch, too. It's the best mover, best volume. As long as it's not some weird-looking buyout or acquisition, which I don't think it is. We should be okay, and this one looks solid. Look at this, gapping up from $16.91 to $19.98, basically 20 bucks. So it's gapping up basically over $3. And so a huge gap up here, huge run, a lot of volume. Looks to be following support and resistance fairly well here, and so should be a fun trade. We'll see what we get by it. I think that 1975 level is interesting. I think this new pre-market highs up here are interesting as well. I think the whole $1.20 levels are interesting, and so those are the 4 levels I'm watching. And so we'll see if it follows those 4 levels. That's really what I'm watching today, and hopefully we get some solid movement from this one this morning. We'll see. Alright, now let me do some research on this one. What's up, Joseph? What's up, man? You went through all my videos, Kevin? Which ones, man? The free course? Yeah, man, if it was the free course, nice, man. Yeah, there's a lot of good content in that free course, man. Crime? Alright, yeah, let's look up some of the news here. Yesterday, my biggest trade was actually CGC. I guess, well, before we look up news, I can show you guys the trade I made yesterday. And I'm honestly looking at this chart now, though. I'm kind of bummed out because it followed through way nicer. So basically, I got into this one, and my plan was to scale into it, leading up to this support level right here, I believe. This 2080 level. Maybe it was 2075 right here. And so my plan was to scale in up to this level. I started at the VWAP. I slowly started to scale in. I got up to like 5,000 shares. And, you know, I was down like a few $100, probably like $200. And it started to go in my direction, luckily. And I ended up just kind of scalping it once it did break down really nicely here, making a solid win. I could show you guys that trade too if you guys want to see it. I record everything. And so if you guys want to see that trade, let me find it. Like I said, I record everything. This might be it. Let me see. Whoa. Man, sorry guys. I wish it didn't open up full screen. There we go. But yeah, I made. This is the trade. I don't know if you guys can see. You can see my P&L right here. I stock. I kind of scaled in and out and in and out. You can see I got in with 500 shares. I think I actually added another 500 and then scalped it down with 1,000 shares after that. So I took a few different positions on CGC, scalping the quick moves. I got a really nice drop right there, and yeah, you can see I got out for 178. You can see me clipping it to post to Discord. But I'll upload these trades this weekend, like I did last weekend. I have the Pro package. I think there's one package above me, but I don't really need any more buying power. Just the small clips on the website. Nice, man. What's up, Emmanuel? What's up, bro? I mean, it's not a promo code, bro. It's K Gifford. Didn't you already buy a Tef's account under me, man? If you did, I mean, I can give you a link. I think that they do have their, let me see. I can give you a link, but I think it's gonna be the same price that they give you most likely. I gotta find their website. Here, I'll find it. It's probably yeah, I gotta look up news. Hold on, I got you, King Gifford. Hold on, man. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be cheaper if you've already signed up through me, which I think you have. I mean, even if you haven't signed up through me, you can tell them that you were referred by me anyway, if you want. I got it. Here it is. Yeah, this is my link. I mean, it's a 20% off link. Here you go. Do you think it's wise to short a low dollar stock with 5,000 shares? What happens if the stock is halted and it gaps up 10% on a buyout? I mean, yeah, of course it's risky. I mean, here's the thing. I think that I understand shorting these cheap stocks. You got to think about it like this, right? Most of these stocks that are under $5, and I'm not saying all. I know I'll say this sometimes, and people will kind of jump on me like, "Oh, well, so-and-so stock went to the moon." You know, what do you think of that? And so I'm saying this, that a majority of these stocks are terrible companies. They're terrible companies. They're probably going to fail. I would not marry them long term, and I think the best option, in all honesty, is to short them. I think that's the high percentage play with most penny stocks that are under $5. I think most of them are terrible companies, and I think waiting for them to gap up a huge amount and then shorting them on the way down is the highest percentage play you can make in penny stock land, of course. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not sometimes just going to get ripped up and it's going to break highs and it's going to get halted and it's going to shoot up, and you got to maintain risk, get out as soon as you can when that happens. And yeah, sometimes you're going to eat it with it, you know, sometimes you're just going to get hit with a loss. But I think most of the time these are terrible companies, and the high percentage play with penny stocks specifically is to short them. And again, that's just my subjective view on it. I might be wrong. I haven't traded penny stocks in a while. I'm going to start trading penny stocks this month, but just a little bit to play around with them. But I mean, that's my take on it. What's up, Maestro? What's up, bro? All right, guys, let's look up some news. Like I said, I'm going to look up AMRN. AMRN is up. Nobody's seeing a reason for AMRN spike. The only thing I see is Thinkorswim, and it says AMRN shares spike in pre-market, now up 17% from Monday close. Not yet seeing the news to justify the spike on AMRN here. We're not yet seeing this news to justify the spike on AMRN, so we'll see what happens here. No catalyst for AMRN. There has to be something. It could be somebody, they found out somebody has a stake in the company. I know sometimes you'll see moves like this where they find out somebody has a stake in the company. Or it could be, that's usually what happens if they can't find the catalyst. But I might be wrong here. Who knows what this is? I'm just speculating, of course. This is a bio stock, so who knows? So we're going to move on, I guess. I'm looking at BREW, and again, this one looks like a buyout or an acquisition. Almost certainly is. I can tell just by looking at this thing. It's a buyout or an acquisition. So we can look. Alright, so yeah, so this one's up after Anheuser-Busch put out an offer for a buyout. Yeah, so Anheuser-Busch agreed to buy out the Portland-based brewer, and this is from Dow Jones Newswires. It says, quote, the Budweiser parent company said it would buy the remaining craft brew stock for $16.50 per share in cash, a premium on Monday's closing price of $7.33. And so yeah, Anheuser-Busch is just buying everything. They already own 30% of the beer market. Yeah, but they're never good companies. They're rarely, I'll rephrase, they're rarely good companies. You know, even if they have good catalysts, most of the time it's nonsense and it's fluff. It's fluff news, just pumping it up, you know. Most of the time they'll put out a fluff piece and then they'll hit you with an offering or they'll hit you with something ridiculous. And so, yeah, I mean, that's just kind of what you got to deal with in penny stock land, though. And of course, listen, guys, I will say this: I'm biased. Of course, I rarely trade penny stocks. When I have, I've gotten, you know, hammered with them, and so maybe I just suck at trading penny stocks. But I don't think I'm wrong when I say that most of them are objectively terrible companies. You know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. All right. Man, look at my shirt on this green screen, man. My shirt's all shiny. I look like Edward in Twilight. Alright, let me fix this. There we go. That's better. Alright. Yes, buyout offer for BREW. We also have SE, which looks strong. SE. And we can look up the news for this one. Alright, so this is earnings and revenue, or results, basically, third quarter results that came out, and this one came out with revenue that beat the expectations, their loss narrowed, and they also lift sales view for the digital entertainment and e-commerce units. And so positive third quarter results for SE. This one looks interesting. A solid range. Looks like the float's a little bit smaller than typical for these type of stocks. Let's see what the float is. Not really. I mean, the float's about average, actually. I thought the float might be smaller, but the float is 132 million, which, you know, to put that in perspective, it's not tiny, it's not huge, or anything like that. It's about the middle. But yeah, SE, we're gonna keep that one on our list here today. I'm trying to find a list of all the big movers in the market right now, but I just don't see anything. We can look at KDMN. KDMN is the next one on my list. And KDMN here. How's the sound relative to the volume of my voice? Let me know. I can turn it down a little bit. It's probably a little bit better. But yeah, KDMN. But you wanna be the best. Lately I could never stress. Never better. Here we go. Here's a list. Alright, KDMN is up after the company announced the KDO25 met its primary endpoints, and so I'm assuming it's a bio drug that met its primary endpoints for KDMN. Positive data, positive study results, I guess, for KDMN. So we'll see what happens with that one. I don't think it's tradable, but it kind of looks like it might be. Let me see. No, it's not, unfortunately. Alright, and so we can look at ROK here, but not really a great looking one. I guess we can try to find this. Alright, we're gonna move on. I don't know. I don't like this one. We can look at KEM here, and again, this one is up after Diageo announced plans to acquire KEMET for $27.20 per share. So an acquisition kind of takes it off my list, in all honesty. A lot of times these just don't move. All right, we got to look at DXC. I do like DXC, and DXC looks pretty, volatile. So I will take a look at DXC here, and I'll probably add that one to my list. All right, let's find this one. All right, so it looks like second quarter results came out in after hours yesterday, is what I'm guessing. Expenses rose. They had a second quarter loss. They had an adjusted EPS that missed the street expectations. And so most of these results are negative. I don't know why this is up. Price target was cut. And so yeah, I'm watching this one. I don't know why this one's up. If you know why DXC is up, let me know, because most of the catalysts in the results were negative. Maybe I'm missing something here. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we got GO here. We got GO. And this one is up after reporting better than expected results for the third quarter and also raising 2019 guidance for GO. And that's about it. I mean, I don't really see too much else I really like. We can look at CRWD if it's gapping up. Not really loving it. We can also look at some of the gap downs. SLDB, it's gapping down substantially here. Alright, so we had a catalyst that came out that said Solid Biosciences is to work with the FDA to resolve, hold, and determine the next steps for the Ignite DMT. No, not DMT, sorry. Not DMT. DMD. It's a very necessary correction. It's not DMT. It's DMD. Just to clarify. Alright. Gonna move on from that now. Yeah, so FDA was notified that the Ignite DMD Phase 1 and 2 study of the SGT-001 has been placed on a clinical hold. And so that's basically the end of one of, usually a lot of times that's the end of some of these bioscience, or these biodrugs. We can look at DPLO. DPLO here, and not doing that much. What? Autocorrect. And yeah, I mean, that's about it, guys. We can go ahead and look up the overall market news. If we look at the SPY here, I believe the market is down, right? And I am wrong. The market is up today. I thought the market was down today, but so we can look up the market news. And this is from I don't like this one. I'm gonna go to a different one for this news. Man, what is up with my keyboard? I might need to buy a new keyboard. It's like I putting some weird stuff out. Alright. So, and this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, U.S. stock futures were mixed ahead of the opening bell as investors await speeches from the U.S. President Donald Trump and the U.S. Federal Reserve Jerome Powell. Trump will be speaking at the Economic Club of New York at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 11 a.m. my time, which is a few hours after the bell, while Powell will give his congressional testimony on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So that's at 10 a.m. market time. That's 30 minutes. That's an hour and a half after the bell, actually. Traders are optimistic that Trump will provide details on the U.S.-China trade, with expectations mostly optimistic that he will give positive updates about the ongoing trade negotiations and where it currently stands, as the U.S. and China have been working together for weeks trying to finalize the details of the Phase 1 agreement. And so, yeah. Healthcare is the power play. Most of the ETFs regarding that are inactive. So yeah, should be a fun day, guys. We'll see what we get today. Let's go ahead and look at some of these other ones. Energy. Gold is up. Or gold is down. Crude is up slightly. Both of those are very slight, 0.2% increases. And yeah, should be fun. Let's see natural gas if we can find it. For natural gas, we could just look at. This is natural gas, I think, right? Maybe it's oil. Could be oil. Alright, so it looks like crude is slightly up. I think you said that. Yeah, so, and it looks like natural gas is slightly up. But it just reversed quickly. So we'll see what the market gives us today. Should be fun. What's everybody else watching? It is cold, addedly, man. It's cold as hell, man. Which one, Emmanuel? You gotta tell me. There's a lot of different ones, man. What's up, Canna Ken? I like the name, bro. I like the name, man. Is that an abbreviation of cannabis? If it is, I like the name, Canna Ken. Sounds good. Alright. So yeah, should be a fun day. Just be careful, guys, especially if you're trading like an hour and a half after the open, because that's when Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, is going to be speaking. And then at 11 a.m. market time, or at noon market time, which is 2.5 hours after the bell, that's when Trump's speaking, and you don't really want to be holding, unless you're trying to speculate what's going to happen now. You don't really want to be holding any mid and high caps at that point, because they're going to be drastically affected by it. INFN. I mean, IMFN, it looks like it's a larger float stock. I don't know what the float is on this one, but it looks to be a little bit larger. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just judging by the movement and the range. So from what I see, low volume gap up, small range, and probably a large float. Those are just those generally make me not interested in it. You know, the gap up's not enough to really make me want to trade this one. But again, it's just not my style. Everybody has their own preference, and this is just not my style, unfortunately. You think I'm a future guru, man? You think I'm a future guru? That hurts, trucker, man. That hurts, bro. That hurts, man. Honestly, if I ever tried to come out as a guru, I don't think I would be able to. I've talked so much smack about gurus that I don't think I would ever be able to do it. What's up? Good morning, man. You went to a Tony Robbins seminar? That's cool. And listen, man, you don't have to be a guru though. Like listen, like I live comfortably off of this YouTube and my other side businesses without being a guru in any of them. I'm not a guru. I don't know everything. I'm not an expert, you know, but I can live comfortably off of it. And so I don't need to be a guru, man, you know, I really don't. And so it is what it is. I don't really have anything against the gurus. If they're legit, I don't have any problem with the gurus. I really don't, you know. If they're legit. And what I mean by legit, they either live stream, they either post their trade log and everything. The problem I have with is the gurus that don't post any of that stuff, and they just kind of pretend. And that's not cool. You know? New traders don't need that. I know, I got you, trucker. No stress, bro. I was slightly sarcastic and all of that anyway when I said it hurts. Yeah, pretty, you know. What the hell, man? My OBS just dies on me, man. That thing just dies on me, man. How dare this thing die on me like that? I mean, it instantly rebooted, but my Thinkorswim died. My internet went out for like a split second, man. What's going on here? Comcast, man. I know y'all are listening to me. I pay you guys like $400 a month, man, for the gigabit internet. You gotta get right. I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude, I'm paying the gigabit internet service. That's what I'm saying, man. My internet better be on point or I'm yelling at Comcast, you know? Comcast, man. Comcast be sneaky, man. They are sneaky with how they act, man. They're like, oh, I'll give you $120 a month internet, 1,000 megabits per second. Don't you want to buy it? And you're like, yeah, I want that. And then they're like, okay, a month later, they're like raising it to like $500. You call them, you're like, what the hell's going on here? And they're like, oh, your 25-day free trial of $120 a month expired, so we moved it back up to the original price of $550. It's like, what? Nonsense, man. And then you could always haggle them back down and be like, hey, well, I'm gonna leave if you don't bring it back down to 120, and they'll be like, okay, and then they'll raise it up again in a month or two. They do it every time, man, every time. Now AT&T's doing the same thing. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Alright, guys. Marry you? I'm married already. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm married. Stop it or my wife will come in here and yell at me. But yeah. With that note, we're gonna change the subject. Look at the SPY. Look at the SPY. SPY is up strong. Can we break lifetime highs? That's the big question. Lifetime highs are 309.65. We're at 308.77. We're less than $1 away. Will we be able to break it? I don't know. And yeah, I mean, the top of the watch list this morning is Brew, B-R-E-W. But it's an acquisition, so it's just boring, It's okay. I forgive you. I mean, I know you're most likely a troll, but, like, I'll forgive you. So, but yeah. I like it. Geo is ripping up here. We're gonna watch Geo. And I think Geo is tradable for us. What? You guys see this, man? My internet. Comcast, man. They're slacking over here. Slacking over here, man. But yeah, Geo should be tradable. What? Geo is not tradable. Wait, let me refresh this. There we go. What? Geo is not tradable? I can't believe that, man. I mean, No, maybe it's just... Somebody check to see if Geo is tradable for them. I don't know why my test is acting weird, man. Let me quit. I'm gonna restart this. Remind me later. These are NASA windows, and so they're NASA windows. Yeah, AMRN's what I was watching, man. Yeah. So yeah, AMRN, main watch. The only problem with AMRN is that sometimes it just gets really choppy, even after these big gap ups. AMRN used to be dead to me, and I used to never trade it. I hated it. It never faded, and then somewhere along the way, the lines, it changed, and it started to work really, really well. And now I've been trading it nonstop, and it works really, really well. I think my win percentage on AMRN is like up there. Problem is long-term choppy daily chart. We'll see. We'll see. Well, it's worth the watch at the very least. We'll see what we get. You know, I'm pretty close to my $1,000 in profit. I'm at like $175, and so that's really what I would like to break is $1,000 in profit. Mitch dropped some news on me yesterday, though. Unfortunately, is that I have to hit my limit before I can withdraw, and I think my limit on my account is $2,000 in profit, which kind of makes sense because the account costs $9,000, and so you know. And so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wait until 2K in profit to withdraw apparently, but that's okay, you know. I want to break $1,000 in profit just so I can break it. I'll have a solid cushion and I can really start taking some larger swings with less fear. Because at that point, if I bring it up to $1,000 in profit, I'll have like $13,000 max loss, and I'll be able to really take some swings in a safe way. Another one that's gapping down some is OSTK here. What are my thoughts on Disney? Oh my gosh, man. Disney Plus is coming out. My daughter and I need to watch Star Wars because, like, that's our thing. The Mandalorian is coming out today. We got to watch it. But the problem is my daughter got TV taken away, so she can't watch TV. These kids, man. These kids are sneaky. So my daughter got her phone taken away, right? Y'all want to hear a story? My daughter got her phone taken away. Maybe this will be story time for the day. But my daughter got her phone taken away over the weekend. She's not allowed to use her cell phone. And my daughter's 10. Just to clarify, I'm totally against her having a cell phone. It's ridiculous. She's got a better phone than me. She's got like an iPhone 9 or 10. It's ridiculous. She doesn't need that thing. Anyways, my daughter has a cell phone. And it was taken away on the weekend. You know, she had it taken away so she couldn't text all her little friends, right? And so, for some reason, we forgot to put it up and we left it plugged in downstairs. And so on Sunday, we go up to her and we're like, hey, where are all these text messages coming from? You know, somebody sent like 4 text messages to all your little friends yesterday at like 8 o'clock in the morning. She's like, oh no, I didn't do that. We're like, Maddie, you know, it doesn't just magically appear, you know. That's not how these things work. Like, somebody sent messages at 8 a.m. yesterday, and she kind of finally admitted to it. So she like waited for us to be like making her breakfast at like on like Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning, and she like snuck over to her phone and like texted all her little friends back and turned her phone off immediately. And she thought she got away with it too, but she got busted, and so now she's grounded. But yeah, kids, man, they're sneaky. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you, Adriel. I'm sorry. You know, I'm married. I got kids, man. I'm sorry. What's up, Silver? What's up, man? Dude, she's got like an iPhone 9 or 10, whatever it is. I'm an Android person, man. I got a Galaxy because they're just better. Everybody knows it. But she's got a newer phone than me. You know, it's ridiculous. She didn't even use that thing. Who she's gonna text, man? I'm totally against this, you know. Times are changing, man. I'll say that. I didn't get a phone until I was like 20. You know. Alright, guys. Right. I mean, I have like a Galaxy 8 or like a Galaxy 7. I don't know what it is. You know, I've got like a Galaxy 7. But it's definitely not like it's not. I got this thing like 2 years ago. She got hers like a year ago. It's ridiculous, man. You know, everybody's on my team, I think, with that. Because everybody knows 10-year-olds aren't supposed to have phones. My wife tries to justify it, like, oh, now she can call us or text us if she's ever in trouble at school. Which is kind of like, what? You know? The problem is she doesn't ever go anywhere without us. So what does she need a cell phone for? It's completely unnecessary. Sorry, I'm going to end this rant. I'm going to start talking about stocks. Don't even get me started. Alright. But yeah, AMRN top of my list here. I'll post my watch list one more time so everybody can see it. Honestly, right now I'm not. I've tried to teach her how to day trade, and she just didn't care about it. But what I am teaching her right now is I'm teaching her programming, and the way I got her to want to learn that, there's a few things. I use Code Combat, which is like a game where you have to program the game to make the player, to make your player do what you want it to do. It's called Code Combat. It's a programming game. I got her involved in that, and I also showed her how you can make like little quizzes. You know, where you can say, like, where you have to, like, answer the different questions and give her, like, a multiple choice quiz that she can make. And I showed her how to do that. And so now she's all about, like, programming and coding. And so I figure it's probably better to teach her programming and coding right now than it is to teach her day trading. You know, I don't know how useful of a skill day trading will be in 30 or 40 years, if I'm being honest, but programming and coding will certainly be useful. So that's what I'm teaching her. What's up, Eagles? What's up, man? Man, the music stopped. What happened? Alright, but yeah, AMR and Top Watch. I'll post my watch list one more time here. Should be a fun day, guys. Remember, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I might have to add a few of these to this list. My trade manager is just not working. Maybe it's my keyboard. There we go. Okay, so Go is tradable. This whole time, Go was tradable. Here we go. Yeah, I've been just teaching her Python. I think Python's probably one of the easiest ones. I probably could have taught her something a little bit easier than Python at the same time, but I think Python syntax and, you know, language is a little bit easier to learn for beginners. It's what I learned when I first got started, so I started teaching her Python. And I think Python, like I said, I think Python is probably one of the better beginner languages, just because the syntax is very simple, less strict, it's just easier. I appreciate the sub, Denise. Yeah, appreciate all the subs. I know I've been hearing the subs go off, so appreciate it, Al. Appreciate it, Denise. Appreciate it, Vong. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Appreciate it, V. Appreciate the love, guys. Welcome to the team. Yeah, remember, guys, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the bell. Turn on notifications. We go live every weekday morning for free on YouTube. And so hit that subscribe button. Click the bell. Show your support for what we do here. Alright, guys. Yeah, I mean, I think people have a misconception about programming. I really do. I think people just have a misconception. They don't realize, like, a lot of times people think you have to be really good at math to be a programmer, and you just don't. Nowadays, all those algorithms are just kind of copy and pasted into the programming language to begin with. That, or there's a function or an object that's already built around that algorithm, so you don't really need to write any complex algorithms yourself most of the time, especially for front-end design like JavaScript. You know, for front-end design, you really don't need much math at all. And so I think there's a big misconception. There's that, or they think you have to go to college for like 5 years or 4 years to be a programmer. And nowadays, you can go to a boot camp and 3.5 months be certified as a programmer, get a job making $50K plus a year from a boot camp, you know? And like, yeah, for that boot camp, you're going every single day, you know, for 3.5 months. But again, like, you know, you can teach yourself. There's a lot of free options teaching yourself as well, which is what I did. And so I think that, of course, I think somebody that goes to college is going to make more than like a boot camp programmer because they went to college and a degree is a little bit more valuable. But in the end, after a few years of work, you know, the median income is going to go up and you're going to be fine regardless. And so it kind of shatters the wrong expectations for it. GM buying Workhorse. Let's look at WKHS. I don't know, with Workhorse, it's just got to move a little bit more. We'll see. GM. I mean, my main watch is, like I said earlier, SNCR, guys. Let's go ahead and look at this news. Look at this rip for SNCR. It's definitely moved a lot since the last time I looked at it. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. IQ. I mean, IQ. I usually like trading IQ. Just give me a second. I'll get to it in a minute. Yeah, this song right here. Yeah, this is called Rain Check by Dylan Sitz. I love the song. Alright guys, so SNCR, I'm trying to look up the news for this one. I don't know, if you guys know why SNCR is ripping up, let me know. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. Kevin. I mean, listen, everybody has their own kind of bias in the market. Mine's short, obviously, and that's okay. I get the music from Epidemic Sound. It's a royalty-free music website that's a subscription service that I can subscribe to and then play as much of it as I want on my YouTube. Do I think day trading will be dead in 30 years? If it's not dead, I think that it will drastically change from what it is now. It's probably going to be filled with algorithms, so it depends on whether you consider that dead or not. But I think it's drastically going to be different. Just like trading 30 years ago was way different than it is now, I think times change. And technology changes, more importantly, and so I think that in 30 years it's not going to look anything like it is now, if it's still around altogether, if I'm being objective about it, you know. I think most likely going to be filled with algorithms, which again is another reason to learn programming. You know, you learn programming, you know, you can build your own algorithms regarding that. Python's the language everybody uses. It's the same language I'm teaching my daughter, but it's really good for AI and machine learning, and you know, like I said, in 30 years we'll see, but technology is going to change, you know. I'm not going to tell you whether to buy it or not, gentleness. I'm not really a stock picks kind of guy. I don't really give stock picks. I prefer to just react to what actually does happen instead. I think it's going to be very difficult to predict exactly what the stock is going to do, and some people can do it well, and I'm not judging them or hating on them or saying you can't do it. I'm just saying I tend to just react to what the market gives me on that day, because I trade mid and high cap stocks. A lot of them are going to be following the overall market, and so I usually wait to see what the market's doing before I make my decision on which direction stocks are going to head. Of course, I'm still short biased a lot of the time with overextended gap ups, but like I said, I tend to prefer to be more reactionary than trying to predict what's going to happen. Let me get my layout set up here, team. Yeah. There we go. I can't tell you yes or no, man. Honestly, I don't know, gentleness, man. I don't know, bro. I'm not going to tell you the wrong answer. I don't know, man. You know, I'm not one. IQ? I can look at IQ, but yeah, I have no idea. I'm not a swing trader. It has some resistance above it at $20. Maybe it's going to get rejected and come back down to 18, but I have no idea, man. Not an investment professional, not liable for any losses you take. Always, you got to make your own assessment of the market. Trade responsibly. We don't give hot stock picks here, bro. We got 20 seconds, guys. All right. Watching AMRN, watching GO, watching AMD, SE, RETA, Roku. So we got some options here. Gonna watch Tesla again today as well. Netflix too. All right, guys. Here's the bell. We got 4 seconds. Good luck, team. Good morning, John. Yeah, man. I'll post the link if you want it. They might have like a affiliate thing. I should be for Epidemic Sounds, but I think it just probably pays for it. Alright guys, so there's the bell. AMRN dropping a little bit originally at the open. We do have Go is ripping up some with AMD as well. The SPY overall has dropped down to 308.66. We have SE that's kind of consolidating a little bit. Roku just ripped up. So Roku just broke pre-market highs, or it's close to it at least, and it may get rejected here. It may rip up big. But look at Roku testing pre-market highs. Just ripped up past it. And so we'll see what Roku does here. There's pre-market highs. So Roku ripping up. We got RETA. And yeah, I'm still kind of just watching AMRN. The problem with AMRN for my style of trading is the VWAP's way up here at 1960s, and that's just too high up. You know, in order for me to actually want to trade this one, the VWAP's got to drop a big amount, which means we got to get big volume, just make this thing drop some more. And until we get that volume to make the VWAP drop some, it's just not going to be in play for me. So I'm going to move on to some other stuff here. But yeah, there's John. There's the link to Epidemic Sounds, which is the website I'm using for this music. All right, guys. I'm close, man. I'm close to $1,000 in profit. I'm at $824 in profit, so we're gonna keep pushing. But I'm close. Roku's still ripping up big here. AMD ripping up big. The SPY's actually down. The SPY's down to 308.50s. And like I said, guys, I think you should be very, very careful how you trade today. Specifically within an hour and a half from now. Jerome Powell is going to be speaking, and that's going to influence the market. So I'd be very careful. Now, point is, I'm not saying you shouldn't trade up to that point. But if I were you, I would get out of what I'm holding unless you're trying to specifically predict what's going to happen during those announcements. All right, Tesla's down. I might look to short it. A little bit too early to trade, but hey, nice FX, nice work, bro. Mitch has something to do with it, I think, today. Yeah, nice little VWAP bounce on Roku, man. Glad you've been nailing that one every day, bro. So, good work, man. Nice one. Yeah, the VWAP bounce Francis is talking about is a very quick one, but a nice one too. Same thing he did yesterday. He did the exact same thing. So you see Roku rip up here, break over the VWAP, and then it pulls back to the VWAP very, very quick here, and then it rips up. And so he's jumping in here, ripping it up, you know, riding it up really quick. On that little pullback to the VWAP, which is what we call a VWAP bounce. Sometimes they can be short term. The thing I really like about this one, Francis, is that you can use the pre-market high as your risk. Like, look how well you can use that pre-market high level as your risk. Or no, maybe not. Look, it not as your risk, but it pulls back exactly to the VWAP, which is interesting. You might be able to use it as your risk, actually. The VWAP has moved up since I actually went over it. But that's the good thing about it, is that pre-market high level, regardless of whether it's your risk or your entry, it's going to act as some support. And like, that's the beneficial thing about using pre-market levels like that, because it's just a very obvious level to use. A lot of other people are watching it as well. All right, so we got Tesla here. We're going to look for a pullback up here. I like this opening range low resistance. And so if you look at these lows here, maybe right here looks like a solid one, maybe that, or this right here. We can use those levels as risk. Or no, we can use those levels as resistance, hopefully. And if we get in at the VWAP, we can maybe use 60 as our risk up here. With all the resistance above it, hopefully it'll hold there. Or maybe we could use this level here. Yeah, I would use 60 as my risk if I got into Tesla right here. So if I get in at 38, it's actually a very small risk trade. I mean, I'd still only want like 50 shares, but we got to get that pullback. And I don't know how I feel about all the wicks at the bottom here. Just means some pressure. is moving in there. SPY ripped up here, so the SPY actually completely reversed, just broke highs of the day, and we'll see if it starts to push towards those lifetime highs of the overall market, which is at 309 something, I think. There goes Tesla. I was waiting for the pullback, never got it. Just gonna move on from it. AMRN pulled a red to green move here too. We'll see if these levels that I drew up here hold. Hey, we just broke 400 views, guys. So like I said, hit that subscribe button, team. Click the bell, turn on notifications. They're just not my style, man. Why don't I trade penny stocks? They're just not my style. I mean, they're not my niche. I trade them sometimes, but they're less consistent, less reliable, in my opinion. Alright. I'll kind of want to look to short Tesla if it bounces up here, but again, as it continues to drop and as the VWAP continues to drop, my risk level gets larger and it becomes a little bit less favorable, unfortunately. Keep waiting for Tesla, but I don't mind really. So since I'm looking at this one on a longer term basis, there's a few things, right? The first thing is that the previous day's closing price is going to be, you know, kind of influencing this a pretty big amount. 09 is where the previous, so this level here is the previous day's close, and this is going to be a huge level for this stock. So the fact that Tesla actually just broke underneath the previous day's close, let's look to see if it holds its resistance now, but that's a huge level. The previous day's closing price is what traders use to judge red to green moves, and so that's going to be a big level for Tesla here. We'll see what happens. The fact that it's now red on the day might make it interesting to watch for the rest of the day, but we'll see. SE pulling back to the VWAP. And you can also see that's kind of why it's battling that level here. Appreciate the sub, guys. Appreciate the sub. Ivan, Merrick, Denise, Jaycon, welcome team. Alright, so we are getting that pullback here with Tesla. I just gotta be careful. The market ripped up, reversed. It's just a less favorable risk reward. I could use this 30 level now and risk 30 cents a share if I get it at 346. So we get up there a little bit, I'll jump in with like 50 shares. Maybe I'll jump in with 40 just to kind of get my feet wet on the day. We need the move up there. We need the bid to get a little bit higher because right now the bid is at 67s. It's just not favorable. So yeah, we need the bid to get up there because if not, I'm risking like 50 bucks. And I don't know if I want to take that much risk today. We'll see. Or not that much risk this early. See, right now it's just the spread, unfortunately. You know, I'm watching the bid. The bid is unfortunately a little bit too low. We're still being patient, but that's what we're waiting for on Tesla. I don't like it as much as either. I think that it looks a little bit, it never quite got up to the VWAP, and it's pretty low on the range, but this was the fade I was trying to attack. Problem right now is the spread, so I'm going to look at a different stock. It's still very early, guys. I usually don't even trade the first 15 minutes, so if I miss a few moves, it's not going to be the end of the world. Might look at Netflix, though, to rebound here. But yeah, I mean, there's the flush I was looking for with the short position on Tesla, and just didn't quite get up there. If the bid would have gotten up to like 80, 85, I would have taken it. It got up to like 70, and so it is what it is. But I gotta get, I have to be strict with my entry to have good risk reward in it, and I just kind of missed it, which is okay. Like I said, looking at SE maybe for a VWAP bounce, and if this comes right back up here, I don't like it because look how choppy that is, less favorable. But yeah, SE kind of looks like a VWAP bounce. It's just where to set my risk. I could use like this 10 level, which isn't horrible. If I get a pullback to 20s, I can use 10. Risk like 12 cents. I don't hate that. Yeah, man. Yeah, we do. Here, go to this website and go to the free day trading course. I mean, it's just free. And like I said, man, I do want to preface it with we're not experts or gurus here. But yeah, go to that website and we have a free course on there, man. But like I said, we're not experts or gurus. We just teach people the strategies that we use and kind of what we learn along the way, you know. I always try to make sure to tell people, like, we're not experts here. Like, obviously, we're still learning and growing ourselves, you know, which is, you know, we don't sell anything. Netflix pulling back here. If it gets up to 293.12, I might consider shorting it with the $0.5 as my risk. Gotta take small size with this one. And we'll give it a chance to move up, but I'm gonna take small size because I'd really prefer to use this level as my risk. So my risk would be about 70 cents. We just gotta get the bid up there again. We'll see if we get it this time. Maybe I missed two moves. Nestle and Tesla and Netflix. Did anybody hear that? I'm just gonna move on, you know. I said Nesla and Texflix is what I said. So, yeah. I'm brilliant, I know. Yeah, so kind of missed it on Netflix. Yeah, no stress, Tom. No worries, bro. See, both of these trade ideas were correct. They just never quite got to my entry. Like here, I was waiting for the whole dollar of 293. Never quite got it. Was slightly missed it. Same thing with Tesla. They both followed through really nicely too. Unfortunately, I just kind of missed them early. There it is. See, there's the flush. Was trying to get in right here for a short position, really. Right around the VWAP is really what the strategy suggests, but... Hey, appreciate the sub, Joe. Look at the follow through. Unfortunate. Roku pulling back to the VWAP. Market's ripping up here, and but I think I'm just gonna wait. No stress in waiting either way. Stitch Fix, Denise. Let me check it out. For a VWAP bounce, it doesn't look bad. Might be a little bit too late though, unfortunately. Down there at 45 would have probably been the better level. And if Netflix gets up there, I don't really like it as much. I'll be right back, guys. But yeah, if Netflix gets up here, I don't really like it as much, just because it has some type of buying pressure if it gets bounced all the way back up there. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, maybe Netflix. We'll see. Appreciate the sub, DJ. What's up, man? Appreciate it, bro. But yeah, Roku's kind of bouncing where I thought it might. Stitch Fix actually did exactly what you thought, did he? So nice work. Roku bounced at the VWAP as well. SPY's ripping up here, so I think that shorting might be a little bit risky today. Tesla is starting to come back. I like Tesla more than Netflix, especially with how extended Tesla has been. On the upside, I like Tesla, I like Elon, but I think it's ripped up a lot the last few days. We'll watch it though, we'll see. It's just about what's my risk now. Mercy is about 40 cents, so I gotta take like 40 shares. There's the rip. We'll see if this level holds. Glad I didn't jump in this one, obviously. But if it gets rejected, comes back below the VWAP, and then bounces back up there, this will be a nice risk level. So that's what I'm watching for Tesla. We'll give it a chance. Like I said, the market's ripping up though, so you got to be very careful shorting right now. We've got 420 people in here. 420. What's up, guys? Hit that subscribe button. Remember, we do this every day on YouTube for free. We're not experts, gurus, anything like that. We just let you watch us trade. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Appreciate the sub, Imran. Welcome, brother. Yeah, there goes Tesla ripping up. So glad I didn't take it. We're, like I said, we're still trying to be patient here and just kind of waiting until we see something we really like. Kind of looking at SE, but SE's got to follow the VWAP some here. I don't mind the spread though relative to the range on that one. I appreciate the sub, Oscar. Appreciate the sub, Outlaw. What's up, guys? Appreciate it. Kind of looking at SE. I'll consider shorting SE with like a small size. Appreciate it, Joseph. What's up, man? Appreciate the sub, bro. SE's ripping up too. Yeah, I think the first fades were this morning that I was a little bit too strict with. Those were the most reliable. And, you know, I'm still looking at Tesla. Like, if Tesla gets rejected back down to this level and then bounces back up to the VWAP, I'll short into that because that's some weakness. But without that, I'm going to wait. Appreciate the sub. OM. Appreciate it, bro. SPY's up to 309s here, and I think with the news that's coming out today, we got to be careful. SPY starts to break high of the days, and Jerome Powell has some positive news that he puts out. Trump speaks positively about China trade relations. Then I think we could get a lot of squeezes. Shorts are going to get squeezed up, and so you got to be careful, specifically today. Alright, so there goes. Remember where I said, guys. There goes Tesla. Alright. Alright, SPY breaking highs here. Here goes the SPY. SPY ripping up to 309. So like I said, the lifetime high of the overall market right now, or the SPY specifically, is 309.65. So we are kind of running towards that level now. So remember, 309.65 is right here. This is the lifetime high of the SPY right now. There. So not that far away, honestly. And we're kind of gunning towards it. Look. So again, shorting might be a little bit risky here. Kind of looking at Roku. I mean, Roku pulled back, but I'm trying to be as patient as I can today. I missed my 2 shorts this morning. Kind of looking at SE now still. SE, the problem with SE is that the pre-market high is still holding. GO had a nice little bounce there. GO. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the music helps, man. Helps calm. I try to pick calm music, like relaxing music, so like jazz, lo-fi. You know, I just try to pick calm music because it'll kind of make you woo-saw a little bit. Take some deep breaths, calm down, get your emotions out of there, and just kind of look at the charts. Ugh. Choking on my coffee. Ugh. Ugh, man. Alright. So. Just waiting, guys. Not seeing anything I really like right now. Not seeing anything I really like. Netflix kind of looking okay if it pulls back there, but it's already faded like 3 or 4 times, and so I just don't trust it. Tesla just broke over all that resistance that I drew, and you know, we got a new resistance level here, and so now we'll see. I'm gonna remove some of these because some of these were just the risk level that I wanted. I like those though. And so we're still waiting. SPY's ripping up. I don't mind Roku, like a little trade on Roku here. On a dip, because I think the market might run up a little bit here. So on this dip with Roku, I don't mind buying like 15 shares and adding a little bit more if it rips up here. Trying to ride it up if the market continues. It'll be a small trade either way, but doesn't look that bad. Kind of wanted to scale in, didn't really get that chance, unfortunately. Alright. Bought a little bit more on this pullback, so in with 30 shares now. Adding another 15 shares to this one. If we can get a better entry. I appreciate the sub, Diane. Welcome to the team. Appreciate it. Kind of wanted to scale into this one. Only got 30 shares, but I think 30 shares is okay, I guess, for this one for a little trade. We'll see. For now, I'm just not seeing that much, which is why you see me trade kind of small here and just not take any big risks. I just don't see anything I really like right now. Which is weird because the market's ripping up, so we should have a few good long setups, I would think. And maybe we do, I'm just not seeing them. I appreciate the sub, Jonathan. What's up, man? Appreciate it. Maybe I can add one more lot here in Roku. Right around the VWAP. I gotta be careful here though, so maybe not. I mean, it's testing the VWAP, so it's not terrible, but I wouldn't mind a position right here. Alright, I added a little bit more. And with 45 shares now, I'm just gonna hold a tight risk. I like that rebound though that it made, so we'll see. Giving it one more second. We'll see if it rebounds up here, but $20 loss, maybe $30 loss if it goes too far against me here. SPY's pushing up. I thought that should help it, but maybe I was wrong. SPY's about to break highs. Maybe lifetime highs here. So the SPY's pushing up to try to break highs. It's at 309.40. 309.40 here. And I would like to hold this in case the SPY does break the highs. There's the high break. For a split second at least. The SPY's kind of testing these highs up here. It's at 309.40. There's the break, 41s. See if it holds. But that should be beneficial for this trade, I would think. There we go. Still not as much as I would want this to be though, but there's 46, 47. SPY's ripping up here, so this should be good for me. There's 45s. Alright, I just took half off there just to kind of take some profits, protect me a little bit. I'm gonna hold these last little 25 shares, see if we can get a high at the daybreak or something like that, and see what happens with the market here. Little kind of baby trade. Maybe should have held a little bit, but with all the resistance. I mean, look at the trend line here. Looks like a flag. Hey, just remember, Rudy, remember the rule, brother. Remember, just remember the rule, man. I mean, I'm kind of averaging in. I kind of averaged into this one. But I think it's also very risky, and you have to learn how to give yourself a solid set risk before you get into the trade. Kind of protects you some. Nice little move. I'm going to sell this other 15 shares here. Just hold this last little 10 shares. See if we can get a bigger move up. Not a bad little VWAP bounce though. Same type of trade I took before. We'll give it a chance to break the highs here. Not bad for what, 45 shares? I'm gonna net most of this too. I'll probably net like at least $20 out of this. gonna get out here, just take my little win, $25 win, move on, build up some cushion to take some bigger swings later on today. Netron, you don't like my music? Yeah, most likely. Most of the time I prefer shorting, but I'll take a long, as you can see. I mean, that was a VWAP bounce. Basically, I have a few different strategies that I use. Most of them revolve around the VWAP, and they revolve around... I'm trying to take advantage of the range here. I'm not trying to take this breakout here. And so people might see this breakout and say, oh, you know, you missed the move. And it's like, maybe so, but I'm actually just trying to take advantage of this range right here. So you see the VWAP range in between the VWAP and the previous high of the day. I'm trying to get in as it hits this level here. I'm trying to get in there and then just ride it up to the high of the day up here. That's all I'm trying to do. And so maybe I got out a little bit early, but I'm just trying to take advantage of this range right here. It's not a breakout strategy. It's just it's a range bound strategy. So here's the range I'm attacking. And so I just want to buy it at the bottom, sell it at the top of this range, and then have a tight risk to protect myself in the trade. That's all I'm doing. Like I said, a lot of people see these moves here and they say you should have held for the breakout, and maybe I should have. I probably should have held at least a little bit here. But regardless, I got most of the range that I was looking for. I protected myself a lot, and you know, I'm just gonna move on and continue to attack them. But again, they're range bound strategies. I don't know how to enlarge my screen. I'm really not sure about that. Yeah, I can, if you guys have any suggestions on the genre of music to listen to, let me know. We can put on a lot of different genres. We can listen to reggae. We can listen to a lot of different stuff, So SPY's pulling back here. So yeah, SPY went up to 309.50, the half dollar, and then just got rejected big there. Again, the lifetime high for the overall market is up here. So we'll see. Hey, appreciate the sub, Scotch. Welcome in, appreciate it. Remember guys to hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. Yeah, that's why, I mean, if you see the kind of pattern I drew here, it looks like a flag to a certain extent. Maybe not a full flag, maybe there's a pennant, yeah. But I mean, this is, the range I took is right there. Everybody has kind of a different way of approaching it. I mean, you could have approached it like this, which would have worked really, really well. And if you guys saw me in the trade, I was actually drawing this out as it, you know, as it kind of happened. But yeah, it wasn't a flag because it didn't really get too close together. But there's the move. It was a pennant. But yeah, so if you guys watch me in the trade, I was actually drawing this out. So you could approach it that way, or you could approach it the way I did, which is just a range-bound move. I think they both are fine. It just depends on your niche and style. You know, I just attacked this range right here, and so it's everybody's a little bit different. But I saw that as well for sure. Mitch isn't gonna make it today. Mitch had some stuff he had to do with his girl. Appreciate the sub, Doug. What's up, man? Appreciate it, bro. I don't know what the meeting's about. I honestly have no idea, man. But yeah, Roku was solid. One of the better ones. I don't know why my up in 5 minutes isn't working. I don't know. Also, guys, if you guys want to be a part, I might look at SQ if it pulls back there. If you guys want to be a part of the winter test drive for trade ideas, you can try them out for 2 weeks. It started yesterday. You can try them out for up to 2 weeks for like $8.99. It's just ridiculously cheap. To put that into perspective, my trade idea subscription is like $118 a month. The fact that you can try them out for weeks for $9 is just one of the cheapest you're ever going to be able to try them out for. If you really have ever thought about using trade ideas, if they would be beneficial, now's the time to try them out. Again, it's $9. You get to try them out for 2 weeks, and it just makes sense. And so I'll post that link. Great way to help support our channel as well. And so if you do, we do make a commission if you sign up through our link, and it's one of the ways we keep out all the content we put out on this website and on our YouTube free. And so if you want to help support us, go check it out. There's that link. Yeah, the purple line's the VWAP. Anything moving right now? The market's moving. SPY is up, pulling back closer to those highs. Roku's moving with the market. AMD's sideways and choppy. Netflix is getting hammered, so maybe I should have shorted that one like I thought. Tesla is kind of consolidating, looks choppy and sideways too. But yeah, the SPY is kind of teetering closer to that lifetime high up there at 309.65. It's getting very close. Look at that. It's getting very close. It got up to 309.59, so I think we're probably going to break lifetime highs in the market today, guys. I think there's a very good chance that we're going to break lifetime highs. Oh, my bad. That's the wrong link, guys. Sorry. I keep posting the wrong link for that. Here, I got a better one. Hold on. I don't know why that link stops working. I know how to get it to work. This should be right. Let me make sure. For some reason there was an 8 in there. I don't know how the 8 got in there. No, it still doesn't work. Alright, here, I get it. Sorry. Alright, so market's getting closer to the lifetime highs, guys. Look at this. 62, 63s. Here we go. Looks like we touched the lifetime high for a split second. Yeah, here's the link. My bad, guys. Yeah, there's the fixed link for you. My bad. But yeah, like I said, go check that out. You can try them out for like $9 for weeks. Just makes sense, honestly. Cheapest way to try trade ideas out. And great way to help support what we do here. But yeah, market's getting closer to the lifetime highs, guys. As you can see, I'm trading very small today until we get some of these catalysts that come out for these for the Fed meetings. And so we'll see, but should be fun. All right, there's 62s. Let's see if we make that push on this candle. There's 62s. It looks like this candle's going to be the one to do it. 62s. 63s. 64 apparently is the lifetime high. It's 309.64. Or no, the lifetime high is 309.65. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it ripped up in pre-market that I just didn't see. But yeah, 309.65 is the lifetime high, so no, that's correct. Maybe we're going to get rejected right there, which is very possible as well. We could get rejected right there. Of course, it's a huge resistance level. You know, it's the lifetime high. You know, if you think a high of the day is significant, it's the lifetime high of the overall market. So there's a very solid chance that this just gets rejected here and comes all the way back down to the VWAP. That's a very good chance as well. We'll see. I think what I would watch for is 2 levels. I would watch for, well, really 1 level since they're at the same spot. I would watch for this 309.50 level, this $half level. I'd see if this level holds, and if it holds, it might try for the lifetime high again. Like I said, any suggestions of the genre of music we should play? We got a lot of different options. Alright, here's 60 again. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, they can also fake you out very easily. I'm just kind of watching just to watch it. I'm not going to take any position here.
I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in base. Slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away. Cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it.
I'm watching Netflix here as well. If Netflix can get up to 291.50s, I might short it. Just because I like the resistance level above. But yeah, remember guys, like I said, this might just get rejected here for the lifetime high. It could break out. I'm watching for both of them. But, you know, we might just get rejected here and hold as resistance, making it an even bigger resistance level for the future.
Pump up the action. I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, I'm broke if you ask it. Don't gotta sell Cialis flawless broken whips as long as it is for.
Yeah, we're just kind of consolidating up here. I'm watching Netflix, see if we get a pull back to that 291.48 level.
Trying to touch a forest, do not know when knocking on the door is. Came in, did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex, I just wanna win. Yeah, LA Phoebe, who we running with. Yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, yeah, flex, I just wanna win. Yeah, LA Phoebe, who we running with. Yeah, 2233, I'm on 10, yeah.
Yeah, this isn't Nipsey. This is somebody called HD Ben Dope. Yeah, it's royalty free. Nipsey, unfortunately, love Nipsey, but it's not royalty free, you know. With Sure Trader? I thought Sure Trader wasn't alive anymore. Yeah. Good morning. How long can Roku go up today in your opinion? I don't know, man. I think it depends on what the market does. At the same time, I mean, I'm very much a short-term day trader, so I can't tell you how long it's going to go up or not. I really don't know, man, just to be honest. Yeah, so we got rejected there. Remind me later. But yeah, we got rejected there. We'll see if it pulls back. Again, I think the big level to watch for the overall market is 309.50. We'll give it a chance. I mean, we'll see. It could push up here. We'll give it a chance. I mean, it's just consolidating. But yeah, man, I'd love to put on Double Up by Nipsey, but I get hit with a copyright strike almost immediately, I'm sure. Hey, nice, Patrick. Yeah, man. Yeah, Sure Trader closed down. And I think they're moving everybody over to CFDs. So everybody that talked all the smack about us trading CFDs, they're going to have to make a decision. Netflix up there. Super strong move, though, for Netflix. I don't know if I want to short into this. Is the Fed speaking right now? Or is the SPY breaking lifetime high? Nope. Alright, so Netflix had to have some type of positive catalyst that just came out. I was looking at it for a short, but... Whoa. If anybody knows why, let me look at If anybody knows why Netflix is doing this, let me know. I'm trying to look it up now. Okay, so apparently there's technical issues with Disney Plus. Disney put out a release that said, first of all, there's some news that there's a unconfirmed takeover of Etsy, ETSY. Also, though, Disney put out a release that said its new Disney Plus streaming service exceeded its highest expectations of demand, but the company is working to resolve some technical issues. And so apparently there's some technical issues that are going on, and I think that's making Netflix, Disney Plus's competitor, shoot up some off of opposing sympathy. So we'll see what we get, but that's probably what we got now. Do I think Netflix is going to hold? I think Disney Plus, let's look at Disney. Is it dropping right now? That would explain it. Or it could be positive sympathy moves. Interesting. Like I said, if you guys know why this is going on, let me know. My name is John. Not with me. Like, I'm using TAFs. And this is a good kind of leeway into this. So I use TAFs and TradeNet, which gives new traders a lot of benefits, I think. Of course, a ton of people hate on them, and like I get it, but at the same time, I think the fact that like with the intro package, it's $3.99. You might be able to get it for cheaper if you bargain with them, but the fact that their intro package is $3.99, so it's essentially $400, and almost everybody's approved for the funded account. It comes with a course, access to a chat room, a demo account to trade with, so you get to paper trade. And then almost everybody's approved for the funded account. And the funded account comes with 14,000 in buying power to trade with. You get 14K in buying power. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade and short stocks as much as you want. The commissions are pretty cheap, especially if you use small size. And it operates like a prop firm. And so there's a 70-30 split. If you bring it up to 15K from 14K, you keep 700, they keep 300, only on profit though. And then there's a $700 max loss, but you're paying $400 for it. And I just think it's the cheapest way new traders specifically, can get started in the market. I think it's much cheaper than depositing thousands into a conventional broker. And I think most new traders are going to lose their first account regardless of where they go. And this is just a much cheaper way. Aside from the fact that you can actually short stocks without needing to locate them, which is one of the biggest benefits. I could short an IPO on IPO day on TAFs. And so there's just a lot of benefits, and I think it just makes sense for new traders. So if you want to check that out, I'll post this link. Great way to help support us. Of course, guys, listen, I'm biased in their regard, obviously, because I make a commission if you guys sign up. And so do your research. But again, I think the risk reward makes sense for new traders. I just think the risk reward makes sense. I don't think there's anywhere else for $400 that you get to day trade short with that much buying power. Plus get paper trading platform, a demo account. I just don't think there's anywhere else that gives you that bundle for that cheap. And I think it's a cheaper way to get started trading. Did we break lifetime highs, man? Oh, we did, man. I was selling out while we broke it. Here's the SPY. But yeah, great way to help support us, you know. Everything we put out there is free, so it's a great way to help support us. But we did. We broke lifetime highs. We got up to 309.74, so we broke it by 10 cents. And so we'll see if it holds. But SPY broke lifetime highs. We'll see if some of these other mid and high cap stocks follow it up. So Seth, so support and resistance, man, it's just about, we have a class on technical analysis that you should probably watch if you don't know what support and resistance is. So resistance just means resistance just means it's like a level that's going to be hard for that stock to break, right? But if it does break a resistance level, think about it like this. All stocks, or with technical analysis, kind of technical analysis 101, is that generally, nothing's 100% in trading, but generally, previous support turns into resistance and previous resistance turns into support. And so, for instance, Let me see if I can find a good example. The SPY is kind of built up of all these different companies, and so sometimes it's not the best with technical analysis. Let me try to find one that does follow it, for instance. Let me look at AMD maybe. It's generally what I used to trade. Let's look at Roku. Roku's been following very well. So resistance is just like, a lot of times I'll use like previous high of the days, and stocks will get rejected there, and kind of like, here's a good example. This level right here, which is kind of the same level, I'll just activate it just so it looks a little bit cleaner. Alright, so you saw this level went up to this high right here. It got rejected. And so that formed a new high, which acts as resistance. The next time the stock tried to push up there, it got rejected again. And so that level held as resistance. It was hard for the stock to break over it. Then, when the stock finally did break over it, let's fast forward up to here. When the stock finally did break over it, what happened? It actually held that level as support. So previous resistance turned into support right here, and the stock pushed up. And then and vice versa. And so I have a class, like I said, I'll send you to, but that's basically the premise of it. Support and resistance. You want to look for confirmations. So you want to look for a stock to hit the same level over and over and over again. The more times it hits that level, the more valid and confirmed that support or resistance level is. And so that's basically it for beginners. Best way I can describe it. But again, I'll kind of post this link, and you can check it out. Yeah, there's the link. Go check that link out, Seth. It's a class on support and resistance and technical analysis. There's the few cons of TradeNet and TEFs is that, here's the cons, right? Number one, there's not that many penny stocks. And so if you're looking to solely trade penny stocks on TradeNet and TEFs, which is the platform I'm using, there's just not that many. You know, you're not going to find that many. It's probably not the right platform for you if you solely trade penny stocks. It's just not the right platform. There's just not that many. Also, there's no extended hours trading. So you can't trade in pre-market and you can't trade in after hours. And so those are some of the biggest negatives of it, obviously. The pros are that you can day trade with no PDT rule. You get instant settlement, so there's no T2, T3 rule. Cheap commissions, like I can buy 100 shares and my commission is like $3 for a round trip. So it's just really cheap. And again, I'll post the link one more time if anybody wants to check it out. But I think for new traders, the biggest thing you want to gain when you first get started is experience. Experience is going to help you over everything else. And I think the fact that it comes with the course, it comes with chat room access, it comes with a demo account, and then it comes with a funded account that you can actually potentially make money on for $400. I don't think there's a deal like that anywhere else. But again, I'm biased, of course. I post links for them. I make commission if you guys sign up. And so I'm biased in that regard. Do your research. But again, objectively, I wish I would have known about them when I first got started, because I would have saved a lot of money, really. Yeah, swing traders can hold on TEFs overnight, but I don't think you can use over 20% of your equity. So, like, I don't think if you hold over 20% of your equity overnight, you get hit with some serious fees on TradeNet and TEFs. Best to reach out to them and ask them, and you can reach out to them through my link there as well, because I'm not 100% sure. I don't really swing trade, but I think that's how it works. And again, this is why I just trade the range like I do, is because this will happen a lot. And the SPY is still breaking lifetime highs here. Look at that. SPY's still running up, man. So the new lifetime high of the overall SPY is 309.81. What time is the meeting? The Jerome Powell speech? Is it at 10:30? What time is the Jerome Powell meeting, guys? Help me out here. All right, we just broke lifetime highs again on the SPY. SPY's up to 309.86. Yeah, like I said, I'm not against penny stocks, but I think it's one of the hardest forms of day trading. And I think that's what's sold a lot of the time to new traders, because again, the gurus can kind of flash, 1,000% wins and say, look how much money I make with penny stocks, and new traders eat that up. And, a lot of times the gurus will be buying the stock before they pump it up. And since it's low float stocks, they're pumped up easier. And so they'll tell new traders, oh, it's so easy, it's so easy, which it's not. It's extremely difficult. What's up, John O? What's up, bro? How you been, man? Long time no see, brother. Good to see you, man. What is AMRN doing? I was watching it at the open. I didn't really like its movement at the open, and so I kind of stopped watching it. Ooh, look at that VWAP bounce on AMRN. I really wish I would have seen this, guys. Beautiful VWAP bounce. Nice red to green move and a beautiful VWAP bounce up there. I appreciate that, John. Alright, so it's 11 a.m. Eastern time. Appreciate it, Eva. Yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out now. We'll see what we get. I don't hate SE, but I'm scared it's going to be too choppy to trade. Now, you could think about, alright, so market's still breaking lifetime highs here. But yeah, I wish I would have seen AMRN earlier for the VWAP bounce. It was a really nice one. And as you guys can see, like, people make fun of me for making $20 or $30. Like, I don't think it really matters. What I do is I protect myself when I don't see anything that looks super favorable. And then when I do see something that I really like, I take my swing and I take it big. And that's why I made $300 yesterday. I've been doing much better after 10 a.m. my time, which is 11 o'clock market time. And like I said, yesterday was a $300 day, or $280 day, basically. $278, I think, was my gross profit. All right, we're breaking highs again in the overall market here. We're not even looking back, so could be fun here, guys. Could be fun here. But yeah, like I said, you see me take one trade, I get in and out, I'm done. Small win. Because TEF's commissions are so cheap, I can still net a majority of what I've made today. And we're going to push towards that $1,000 profit level is what we're really trying to do. But yeah, in the end, like I said, people are going to make fun of me for trading small. In the end, most of the time, the people that are making fun of you for trading small do not understand trading, and they don't understand risk management. They drink the guru's Kool-Aid, and they think you need to buy 2,000 shares every single trade, no matter what. And again, most of the time, they're the ones that can't keep an account alive for over a week. And so, And granted, I think the intro package on TradeNet is very difficult to succeed in. So if you make it last over a week, I think you're doing great. But I think the big thing is that it gains you some experience for cheap trading a live account. Still watching Netflix. Yeah. What's up, Cola? What's up, bro? I trade options sometimes. Not that much, though. Alright, there goes the rejection. So the SPY is finally pulling back some. Jono says, I feel you, man. I get it, dude. I get it, man. Jono says, the wife put me in trading timeout for a while, so getting back, and again, I am ungrounded. I feel you, man. I've been there. If you guys remember, if you've been a real OG to this channel, I started this channel a few years ago. I took an 8-month break and I just stopped posting. If you want to go have some funny laughs, go watch my 3-year-old videos on this channel. But I took almost a year break because my wife made me. And I really wanted to. And so I've been there, man. I get it. Bed Bath & Beyond. Let's take a look. A little bit too choppy for me. I don't mind the VWAP bounce there, but it's just a little bit too choppy for me. And remember, guys, to hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. We're not experts or gurus. We just let people watch us trade. So if you appreciate that, smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, show your love for what we do here. We do this every day. Even if you dislike us, we might lose, and that might make you happy, and you really don't want to miss that too. So if you hate us, we might lose, and you don't want to miss that. You could rub it in, you could troll me if we lose, so make sure to hit the subscribe button, guys. Either way, you can love us or hate us, you still want to subscribe. Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah, right. You shouldn't even be worried about how much money you make when you first get started. 100%. You should be just worried about getting in good trades. That's why it's like I'm a big advocate for taking very small size on a real account when you first get started, because you'll learn how to trade. And you're probably going to dwindle your account down, but you're going to gain so much experience and you're going to save so much money. Like, what happens with new traders, right? They save up thousands. They deposit thousands into a conventional platform. They've been watching gurus for months, hopefully, at least months, before they trade a live account. And then when they go in, they say, oh, I'm in this to make money. So I have to take 500 plus shares every trade. And what happens? They lose their account like a day or two, maybe a week. And then they say, oh, trading's rigged. You know, a lot of times they'll blame somebody like me, or they'll blame, their platform, or they'll blame whoever they can to not be accountable. And then they give up, they say trading's rigged, and they turn into that 90% of traders that fail. That's what happens, large majority of the time. But where if they would have just jumped in with small size, gained that experience with small size, not had too much pressure to win, and just taking it slow, they would do so much better. They would learn so much more, and that would be a lot more valuable, spending of their first account. Yeah, man. I mean, no, don't get it twisted, guys. People want me to lose, 100%. People definitely want me to lose. Like I said, if you don't think people want me to lose, you haven't been here that long. And that's okay. I think it's part of, when you do anything cool, people are gonna hate. It's gonna make people insecure. You know, people are gonna get insecure. People are gonna say, I could have made a better YouTube channel than that guy. You know, people are gonna want you to lose. It is what it is. A lot of times, the people that really want me to lose are people that are either really loyal to like the big gurus or the big gurus themselves, because we're giving away everything we know for free, and that threatens their way of business. And so that a lot of the time they really want us to lose, but we got to disappoint them most of the time. And like I said, I think people need to realize that it's like, I live very comfortably by giving away stuff for free. You know, the guru way of being is outdated, and it's unnecessary. I lost 2,000 on DPW holding through a reverse split when I started because I thought it was a good thing. I thought since the price of my shares would increase. Yeah, no, I actually had a funny story. So on Robinhood one day, I was holding through a reverse split, or it was either a split or a reverse split, and I thought I had made a ton of money. Because I didn't realize that they would compensate for the difference in share size. So basically, if it's a 10-to-1 split, they're going to give you 1/10 of the shares that you had. And so basically, I didn't realize that I wouldn't profit from it, and that it would be basically break even. And I got really excited, and I thought I made like thousands of dollars, when the reality is they just diluted my shares, and I got kind of butthurt about it. Right, 100%. Who's the big gurus? Listen, man, you know me. I don't really ever. I'm not a drama starter, man. Like, listen, I could talk bad about all the different people in the trading world, and listen, there's a lot of stuff I could talk bad about with a lot of different people in the trading world. But again, I'm not a drama starter. I prefer to just stay passive and just not mention anybody's name ever. If you hear me mention anybody's name, it's almost always a good thing. You know, it's almost always a good thing. Like, I'll say some good things. Like, I like Warrior Trading. I think Warrior Trading, the strategies they teach are legitimate. I like Investors Underground. I think Investors Underground's got some good content. I like some of Tim Sykes' videos. I think the panic dip buy is a legitimate strategy. You know, I think that there's a lot of good content out there. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on anybody. I'm not hating on the gurus at all. I just think some of them do it in a sleazy way. In that, I think if you're charging $1,000 for a DVD that's 5 years old, you know, the stock market changes so much in 5 years that you're just ripping naive traders off. And I think that is unfortunate. You know, it's unfortunate, and that they should try to change how they do business. But again, I'm never going to mention who does that or any names whatsoever with that. But that's just kind of my subjective opinion on it. Everybody has a different view, so it is what it is. Like I said, I like a lot of their content. I think a lot of the gurus' content is legitimate, and it's just relative to whether you have enough to pay for it. Their courses, which, you know, I think most day trading information is available for free online, especially strategies, and you know, it is what it is. Yeah, of course, Denise. No stress. Right, I mean, the big thing with it, like, here's the truth, right? Is that if people are hating on me, I make them insecure in some way. You know, like, if they're mad at me for something, most of the time, like, something I'm doing is making them insecure. And so, like, I should take it as a compliment. Sometimes I get too wrapped up in it, and people are like, oh, stop complaining. When really, I'm just kind of talking here. I'm not seeing any trades I necessarily like. And so I'm just kind of talking with the chat, talking about stuff. And I think that's okay. But yeah, I mean, like I said, in the end, the people that are really going to be successful are the ones that aren't really focused on anybody else. You know, the people that are spending all their time kind of chronically disliking people's videos or just trolling people or just leaving negative comments. Like, they're spending so much time hating on others that they're never going to do anything. And in the end, it's just part of life, you know. The mature people realize that, like, hey, I don't get anything from hating on anybody else. And the insecure people, you know, they do it to make themselves feel better. And it's part of life, like I said. My poker game's good, man. My poker game's good. I haven't really been playing it that much lately, John. But my poker game's good, man. Like I said, you can see my shark scope. If you look at my poker account here, you can see my shark scope. It's still very profitable. Yeah, like, this is my shark scope. And I know I haven't made a ton, but I'm playing like 50-cent sit and goes. Very profitable graph. I think my in the money for tournaments is like 40%. And so that's very good, to put that in perspective. Yeah, in the money is 39.3%, which is very good for tournaments. But yeah, I mean, I'm profitable as a poker player too, but... I mean, listen, man, I think it's all subjective. Some people are going to find value in content that other people hate, you know? And that doesn't mean either of them is right. It's all a subjective opinion, man. And so it's just, value is relative, you know? And so it is what it is. Like I said, I think if you want to know my advice to succeed as a trader, and like I said, this is coming from somebody that is not an expert or not a guru or anything like that. My advice is to not put too much pressure on yourself to succeed. You know, I put out a video this past weekend talking about what has helped my trading is learning a different skill. Like, learning to program and learning to code has helped my trading more than almost anything else, because it gives me a backup option. I don't have to win. I don't have to succeed. And that elimination of the pressure makes me feel more content and comfortable in my trading. There's another lifetime high here. The SPY got up to 309.99, so breaking highs today in the overall market. Yeah, we got up to 309.99 here. We'll see what else we can get. Yeah, if you guys know me, I've kind of taken a step back from trading. Mostly, like, a lot of times I'm a short bias trader, and if the overall market is breaking highs, it's going to be difficult. So I kind of took a step back. A lot of stuff started squeezing up, and so with that, I got to just take a step back here and just wait. I'm not seeing anything I see that I find super favorable right now. And so we're just going to hang out and wait for some good setups. I have an Instagram. I don't really post private stuff on it. Most of the time it's just trading videos and stuff. Yeah, man, those betting lines are always... I'm not much of a bettor. The only sport I actually bet in is MMA. I'm a big MMA fan, and so I'll bet MMA, and, you know, I've actually built up an account betting MMA specifically. But with sports betting, it's just like this. Like, parlays are for suckers. You know, parlays are for suckers. Sure, you can hit me with, oh, parlays are good risk-reward. That's true, but you have to get all of them right in a row, and that brings your odds down substantially. And so, if you look at all the actual professional sports bettors, they're never doing parlays. Most of the time, they're solely doing individual bets over and over and over again to find their edge. And again, I think parlays kind of get rookie bettors into thinking that, you know, well, it's great risk reward, and it might be, but again, it's a sucker's bet. They've done studies that found if you take each win, add it to another bet, take those winnings, add it to another bet, you're going to get the same thing as a parlay. And so with that logic, there's no point in actually taking a parlay. And so it is what it is. But again, it's all subjective, I guess. I'm just watching The Spy right now, APDN. Yeah, APDN is ripping up here, guys. Appreciate it. Look at that. Up to 1393s. Probably got halted, right? Yeah, so it's halted. So APDN is halted right now. This is a big mover of the day. I don't think this one's going to be tradable for me. It's not, unfortunately. Yeah. Nah, man, I don't have time to, bro, Adam. I would, I'd love to, but I don't have time to, man. Like I said, I'm a real estate agent. I run 2 Amazon businesses from home. I run this YouTube, and I day trade. And I'm also teaching myself programming, and I taught myself programming in the last year, and I do a little bit of freelance work with that. And so I just don't have the time to train, man. I'd love to, but I just don't have the time, man, unfortunately. I'm probably getting into BJJ in the next year or so, though. I take, you know, a few classes just to kind of start again. I've taken a little bit, but I'm still a white belt. My cousin actually trains a lot. He goes to Gracie Barra in Mandeville, Louisiana. Nice, Arena. Nice work. Congrats. Doing well. Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of being a little wimp today. I just don't see much I really like. Alright, so APDN is unhalted here. We'll see what happens. You gotta be very careful with halts. A lot of times they'll just flush down immediately. Exactly like this. Look at that. Remember, hey, this is why I've traded these stocks before. I know how this happens. Exactly when I said that, look what happens. Look at APDN. Look at this. Look at that. And it's halted. This is why you got to be careful with halted. It's halted on the way down. This is why you have to be careful with these. You know, this is why. Exactly what I was saying, man. Rarely am I right exactly when it happens, but this was one of those situations where I was exactly right. Look at APDN. And this is why you got to be careful with these, man. Like I said, a lot of new traders get wrapped up into penny stocks, and they're extremely risky. So yeah, I've been here. I've been there. I know how it is with these. I know what to expect with these, and yeah, I hope nobody got stuck long in this gap down, in this halted stock. But man, spot on with that one. All right, see you, Arena. Sometimes, how long are they halted? Sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. If the SEC starts to investigate them, sometimes forever. But we'll see. Most of the time, it's 5-10 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It's either a 5-minute halt or a 10-minute halt usually. So this one was halted at 9:46. I'd watch it around 9:51 and then around 9:56. But yeah, I was spot on with that. I was literally right when it happened. I was like, you gotta be careful. Sometimes these will just flush down. And as soon as I said that, it just flushed down and got halted. Yeah, man. I mean, that's how you gotta do it, Joshua. And remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day right here on YouTube. So show your love. Hit that subscribe button. Click the bell. If you click the bell, we go live every weekday. So if you click the bell, you'll get a notification every time we do go live, guys. Got a little bit of cushion in this account now. Everything's sideways. That's the only reason I'm not trading. CGC kind of pulled back to the VWAP. And so I'm watching CGC, but I'm gonna wait and be patient. Dale, where is good instructions on starting an Amazon business? It depends on what kind, man. So one of mine is a Kindle business. The other one is a book business. But I have like thousands and thousands of books, and it took a long time to build up that inventory. But it just depends. The big thing is, like, I'm in the Houston area, so I have a lot of access to inventory with books and other stuff. You know, basically, I live in a big city. There's a lot of thrift shops and stuff like that around here that I have kind of accumulated, you know, thousands of inventory items over the years. But if you live in like a very small town, it's not going to work out as well. If you live in a small town, Amazon FBA, which stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, is probably the best option. And you can go to websites like Alibaba. It actually has a stock called BABA. And you can basically make your own private label products. So say you go to Alibaba and you find yoga mats. So you go to Alibaba and you find yoga mats. You can have the suppliers, and you know, a lot of the time they're from China. You can have the Chinese suppliers stamp your logo on those yoga mats, ship them to you, and then you can ship them to an Amazon facility and sell them for an increased markup on Amazon. And you know, start your own private label business of yoga supplies, you know, or whatever. You can do tea tree oil. You can do stuff like that. And so those are the two different options for Amazon businesses. And like I said, with ebooks, you outsource, you outsource writers and you know, make royalties from ebooks. I do that as well. So it just depends. It really just depends on you know, what you want to do with it. What's up, Tyrell? What's up, bro? I'm not going to say my name, Ponzi, just because there's too many people that are going to try to hate. I'm not going to say, you guys know my name, but I'm not going to say the name of my Amazon business because there's too many people that are going to try to sabotage it if I do. And so for that reason, I'm just going to leave it out. Yeah, markets, we'll see what happens with the market. The Fed meeting is coming up in a second. And like I said, guys, if you guys want to try out trade ideas, They have their winter test drive that's going on right now. And it's one of the cheapest you're ever going to find trade ideas. For a few weeks, you could try out trade ideas for like $9. And like, I pay $118 a month for my trade idea subscription. And so the fact that you could try them out for like $9 is ridiculously cheap. And it's a great way to help support our channel. And so I'll find that link here as well. But yeah, guys, I suggest you guys go check it out. Very, very cheap. I'll post this link here if you want to sign up and help support us. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the fact that you can try them out for like $9, $8.99 for weeks just makes sense. And it's one of the cheapest ways. If you've ever thought about using trade ideas, there's the link to go check it out. Yeah, for 100% Ponzi. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just what it is, man. When you're, and I'm not trying to say I'm like a huge YouTuber, but when I'm a relatively public figure, people are going to try to sabotage what I do. And like I said, it all stems from insecurity. You know, it is what it is. You got to see it for what it is. Please explain what's happening to PCG at the moment. I'm guessing it had some type of positive catalyst. Let me look it up. I'm assuming it's either, it has some type of positive catalyst. Hold on. Alright, so PCG is up because the company is offering more compensation to wildfire victims. And so it says PG&E is to offer wildfire victims $13.5 billion in compensation, or maybe more. And then this is from Dow Jones Newswires, and it says, quote, Pacific Gas and Electric is intensifying its efforts to reach a deal with one of the key constituencies it needs to win over the exit bankruptcy. It basically has increased the size of its offer to settle claims from wildfire victims, end quote. And again, that is from Dow Jones Newswires. So yeah, they're just increasing the compensation that they're going to give out for the wildfires. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is, MAP. And it is, like, it's human nature, man. It is what it is. If you're going to make a YouTube and you're going to be public with your stuff, you're going to have haters. Haters just means you're doing something right. I made a post about it the other day, and it's tough, man. Because it's like, no matter what you do, you know, they'll say, it's like you have 80% daily accuracy in a week, they'll say I traded too much. If I have 100% daily accuracy in a week, they'll say my wins weren't big enough. If I had a lot of people on my World Series of day trading team, they'll say, oh, they just wanted to join the easy team. You know, if we give away everything for free, you know, people complain that we post too many referral links, or they say we encourage subscribers too much, you know. No matter what we do, they're going to look for something to hate about. And that's fine, you know, because like I said, in the end, it just means we're doing something cool here and we make them insecure, you know. All right, so getting closer. Like I said, if you guys know me, I've been trading the system for a few weeks. Had a really nice day yesterday. We're going to be pushing towards $1,000 in profit. We're pretty close. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate all the love, guys. Appreciate the sub. Abe. Shu. Appreciate it, bro. Thomas. What is it? Patrick? Sorry, I'm trying to read this. Yeah, Patrick. Appreciate the sub, guys. Welcome to the team. Spot pulling back a little bit. Spot's down to 309.70s. So the meeting's about to start. I guess I'll probably keep the stream rolling for a little while so we can kind of I'll try to keep the stream going for a little while so we can try to see what happens during the meeting. Should be a fun aspect of the stream. And yeah, guys, like I said, hit that subscribe button. The meeting should start soon, right? Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself for a second, and so I can see what's going on with it. Hey, congrats, John. Hey, great work, brother. Nice work, man. Happy for you, bro. Hey, nice work, man. I'm trying to gain weight, meme. It's I mean, I'm like 5'11". I'm like 5'11" with, and I must weigh like 170 pounds, but I'm trying to get up to like 180, 185, and it's very difficult for me to gain weight. Hey, appreciate it, Mystery. Thanks, brother. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out, Dean. I'm trying to see where I'll probably listen to it on Thinkorswim, or I'll just look at the Bloomberg channel on YouTube, maybe. Just depends. But during so, I'm probably gonna pause. I'm gonna mute the stream so I can watch it. I'm wondering if the Federal Reserve YouTube channel is going to stream it like they did before. I need to get a TV. I think that's my next buy. I've got 3 monitors. I need to get a TV that I can put up like right here and just watch if I need to. Can I start with $100? You can. I don't know if you want to though. You can. I mean, you can. You're not going to be able to trade much, you know. All right, I'm gonna find this the meeting. Like I said, if anybody wants to use our platform, again, I think if you're new and you want to learn how to trade for cheap and you want to learn how to short, especially, check out the platform we use. For $3.99 for $400 essentially. Once you're approved, almost everybody's approved, and it operates like a prop firm. But once you're approved, it comes with 14,000 in buying power to trade with. You get 14K for $400, and then there's no PDT rule. You can day trade and short stocks, and the fact that you can short, most new traders need a margin account to short, and for $400 you can short stocks. It operates like a prop firm, so there's a $700 max loss, and so if you lose $700 and go under $13,300, they close you down, and there's a 70-30 split, but commissions are pretty cheap, and there's just a lot of benefits. It comes with a trading course, access to their chat room, and a demo account, and the fact that you get that entire bundle for $400, it just makes sense. I think most of the time, new traders deposit thousands into conventional platforms, and they just lose that, where you're only risking $400 with this, and it just makes sense. And if you make money, you can withdraw, once per month. And like I said, I think it just makes sense. And so if you want to check them out, there's the link. Great way to help support us. Of course, I'm biased in that regard because I post referral links and I make a commission if you sign up through us. And so full transparency, I am going to be biased in their regard, obviously, in their favor. And so, do your research. No options, Diane. Unfortunately, no options. Rarely any penny stocks too. So like if you're a penny stock trader, they're probably not the platform for you. I like your personality and very informative. God bless Texas. I'm actually from Louisiana, to be honest. I moved to Texas a little bit less than 10 years ago. And so I'm actually from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So I'm Cajun, actually. But I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Let me see if I can find this Fed meeting, guys. Let's see if I can find it. All right, Bloomberg is live. Yeah, I'm going to have to mute this, guys. I'm going to have to mute my desktop audio so I can listen to this. So the music's going to have to go away for a second while I listen to this, guys. So sorry about that. All right, I can't find it. I don't think it's started yet. Yeah, so I can't find it. I don't think it's started yet, really. SPY's dipping down here, though. SPY's dipping down here. Yeah, everybody hit that subscribe button. Appreciate the sub, Anthony. Welcome to the team, bro. Yeah, guys, remember, hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every day for free on YouTube. Day Trading the Open live. Let you guys watch us trade. Usually my partner, Mitch, is here, and he'll be trading, too. He generally takes a little bit larger size than me. But, yeah, hit that subscribe button. The market is actually dropping right now. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to look on my phone, see if I can find it that way. So I'll be right back. All right. If anybody knows where to watch the Fed meeting, let me know. I can't find it. Yeah, I can't find the Fed meeting, guys. I don't know where it's at. I don't know if it started yet. I'm guessing it probably hasn't, considering it's not live yet. We did get some news that came out about 3 minutes ago that said the Lufthansa and UFO labor union reached an agreement which is averting a strike. So yeah, the LHA and UFO labor union reached an agreement averting a strike, consequently averting a strike. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. What is APDN doing? I mean, this is probably one of the bigger movers today. Kind of getting halted and coming down now. But I don't think we're live yet for the Fed meeting. I thought it was today. Here, let me look it up. Let's look it up. All right, we're gonna look at the Federal Reserve calendar. They don't have anything documented here. Okay. Well, that was no help. Oh. Ah, man. Alright, guys. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. I'm probably just going to wait. We'll see if we can find anything else. I'm just going to go trade my system then, if that's the case, if it's not today, unfortunately. It is what it is. I'm kind of watching RETA here. Maybe going to take a little trade on this. Maybe not, though. We'll see. Roku washing down. What did SQ end up doing? SQ faded beautifully there, too, man. Yeah, Trump's speech could move the markets, and we'll see. Yeah, I don't think algos are ruining trading. I've had a very solid few weeks trading after the free commissions. You know, a lot of people were concerned with the free commissions from Thinkorswim and E-Trade and all the big platforms, and they were concerned because by that logic, and the logic makes sense, that there's going to be more algorithmic trading because commissions are free and they don't have to worry about that anymore. And so the algos are going to be increased in the market, and that might affect how stocks move. But from what I've been seeing lately, that's not the case. As you can see here, SQ had a beautiful fade. Roku had a nice bounce today. They've been moving just like they always have, and the same strategies that I've been trading for years have been working, at least in the last few weeks since all of this news came out. And so with that, you know, I wouldn't be super concerned about algorithms right now, at least, until we see a huge increase in, you know, the way stocks move, or a huge difference in the way stocks move. I don't think it's something to really be concerned about yet. I think it's very easy to blame losses on, oh, the algorithms are worse and stuff like that, and I get it, but I think that, you know, I think my trading's a testament to there not being that much of a difference, because I've still been green every day for the last week. So yeah, exactly. See you, Joe. All right, brother. What do you think about AMD? I don't know, man. I'm not really one. I have no idea, man. I don't like telling people what to do because I'm scared I'm gonna tell them the wrong answer. It looks pretty extended away from the VWAP. Like, you can see how man, there it goes. You can see how extended from the VWAP it is. But again, you know, it's pretty extended, which means volume didn't follow it up a huge amount. But I mean, it could keep ripping up. Who knows? I'd be more inclined to think it's going to start pulling back soon, but that trend line looks pretty strong too, but who knows? But yeah, guys, if y'all want to use the same platform as me, I'll post this link one more time. Really, if you want to use Trade Ideas, which in my opinion is the best scanners in the game, you can take advantage of their test drive, which is going on right now in the market. The Trade Ideas test drive is going on right now in the market. It's lasting almost another 2 weeks. And during that time, you can try them out for $8.99. Just ridiculously cheap. If you've ever thought about trying out Trade Ideas, their test drive is going on right now, and you can try them out for weeks for $8.99, so less than $10. Just a ridiculously cheap deal. Great way to help support our channel as well. And so if you want to take advantage of that, here's the link. go check out the Trade Ideas test drive. If you want to buy a Trade Ideas subscription, you could also use promo code BT15 at checkout. Get 15% off. Use our promo code for Trade Ideas, which is BT15. Show your support for what we do here. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to close it down. I don't think I'm going to do much else today. Or I don't think I'm going to do anything else too bad right now. I'm still going to just patiently wait. Roku's ripping down. And so Roku, I think the big level now is that previous low of the day. But a lot of stuff's just sideways right now. Oh, and also, if you guys want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link here as well. Like I said, there's a lot of benefits to using them. Specifically, you get to day trade with no PDT rule. You get a day trading course. You get access to their chat room. You get a demo account. You get a 14,000 in buying power with their base package once you're approved, and almost everybody's approved. And I think it just makes sense for new traders. You know, you can either risk thousands when you first get started that you're probably going to lose as a new trader, or you can spend $400 on an intro package. A large majority of people are going to be able to day trade and short stocks with 14K in buying power. You know, it just makes sense. You're risking less. And I think that, to be fair, I think most traders are going to lose their TEFS account as well, but I think it's cheaper to lose that than deposit thousands like most new traders end up doing, and it's something I wish I would have known about when I first got started. Obviously, I'm biased, though, because, you know, I post referral links and I make a commission for them, and so full transparency there. But again, I objectively think they're solid, cheaper way to kind of eliminate some of that risk new traders face when they first get started. So I'll post this link one more time. Yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. If you want to follow along with how I do, I've been kind of trading the system off stream. I really kind of want to get to the point where I can trade it on stream and not be so nervous. But again, there's just a lot of, you know, if I jump into a stock or if I lose, somebody's going to say, oh, it was obviously bullish when it was bearish and all this nonsense. And so when I'm building the system, I've been doing so off stream. But I've been posting my trade log every day. You know, every day I post my entire trade log, my tickets, everything like that. Like I said, I showed everybody the video of my trade this morning. And so, you know, I try to be transparent as I can. But again, as I'm building this system, I kind of need to be in the zone. And, you know, because of that, I've been doing it privately. So I hope you guys understand that. But yeah, if you want to join our Discord, we have over 1,200 people in our Discord. If you want to join it, there's the link. It's we're trying to build a free day trading chat. There's the link for that as well. But yeah, guys, good luck in the markets. Remember to hit that subscribe button. We've had a lot of growth the last few months. We're growing faster than we ever have. And just today alone, I think we got like 60, 70 subscribers. So appreciate the love, guys. Almost 100 subscribers in the first few hours of the day today. So appreciate the love. Appreciate the support, guys. Really means a lot. Wish me luck. If you guys want to follow along with how I do after the stream, like I said, I always post my trade log. Join our Discord. Hop on there. And, you know, you can watch how we do. I appreciate it, Eva. Okay, yeah, it's at 11. Okay, well, yeah, we still have about an hour, and I'm not going to stream that long. I just don't think there's as much to do leading up to that point. But like I said, guys, join our Discord. If you guys want to follow along with how I do after the stream, I post everything to our Discord after I get into it. So if you want to check it out, like I said, join that Discord link above where you can see it says join Discord. I'm going to close it down. Remember to hit that subscribe button, guys. Appreciate the love. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow morning, same time as always, guys. Good luck in the markets. We'll see you all a little bit later. Oh, one more thing. Go check out our website. We've got a lot of free content on our website. Somebody said they saw it this morning. But yeah, go to our website. We got a lot of free content on there as well. There's the link. Have a good day, guys.